for those of you wondering about the dev team behind Silent Hill F, they've got a bizarre resume. If you check out Neobard's website, then you'll notice more than a few big-name titles, but don't get too excited. Neobards didn't single-handedly make games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Marvel's Avengers, or No Straight Roads themselves. They got their start hired by Capcom to port Devil May Cry, Onimusha, and Resident Evil games to modern platforms, and after that, they mostly did contract work in a lower-level supportive role, so their name can show up in the credits of some major titles, but not on the box or in advertising. They must have had a good relationship with Capcom because they got the license to make their two biggest original titles up to then, Resident Evil Resistance and Resident Evil RE-Verse. Both games were low-budget, janky multiplayer titles. I've reviewed both of them on this channel, so I have a fair bit of experience with them. Resistance was a little bit bad, but I found myself enjoying it quite a bit for the most part. While I would argue that Verse is a straight-up scam if it wasn't for being bundled in with Resident Evil 8 Village for free. It's crazy how bad this game is, and the final product on launch had almost no discernible changes from the beta that released nearly 2 years prior. The final kicker is that the announcement trailer for Silent Hill F actually released shortly before Resident Evil Verse's already heavily delayed launch. It's insane. This developer has only really made janky and forgettable budget titles, the second of which it seems they actually forgot to launch on time since it was hardly any different from the beta. So, in the end, we have kind of an unreliable developer with a low level of experience working on a totally original title in a beloved but cursed franchise from a publisher that can act like they don't care about video games. There is no way that this game doesn't release as a disaster. And yet, shockingly, it's actually pretty damn good. I will gladly eat my own words because this is easily one of the best games I've played in a while. It's not perfect by a long shot, but I'd argue it stands alongside the original Silent Hill trilogy in its quality, and it manages to bring in some cool things of its own as well. Knowing their history, I never would have expected Neobards to pull this off, which is why I would say,